Yo, yo, it's Mark Marks. Yo, yo, it's your boy. Just an update on the hurricane coming towards here. Same shit, different day. There's no guarantee it's really gonna hit us. The models are saying it is. Some say it doesn't. Some say it is. Some say maybe. Some say to the left, to the right. So really, they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I don't trust any of these people anyway. They'll just say anything to get you to watch their channels. So I'm not dealing with that shit. I trust that God will have my back and have Bermuda's back, and we're going to be just fine, like we always are. So I'll keep you all posted, and it's supposed to make landfall here Saturday morning. So it's only Wednesday night. So still in 3 days things can change. So I will let you all know once it gets closer and I know more news. Hurricanes shift every day. So I'm not really overly worried about it. I know that I'll be okay. Hey, Rudy, I'm doing good, sweetheart. How are you doing? How's things? You're good, kind of. You sound like me. I'm good, kind of. I mean, I'm good, but kind of pissed off that I have a hurricane coming towards me. I'm supposed to get a hurricane here on Saturday morning. That's if it actually comes here. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Burger, what's up, sweetie? You got a long, stressful day at work. Yeah. I'm kind of getting. I mean, I normally things don't get to me, but like I just can't stand like waiting for information about the hurricane, and then one person says one thing, one person says another thing. The Bermuda weather says, we already know the deal. Just make sure, you know, that you're okay. Make sure you know what you need, get everything you need, and go from there. So I know what I gotta do. Just pray that it doesn't come and affect us too much. That's all. Yeah, it destroyed Puerto Rico just now. It just left Puerto Rico this morning, and it's on its way here. It hit like the Lesser Antilles or whatever it's called, San Juan, and then it hit Puerto Rico and left them without electricity. And it was a tropical storm and forming into it. It's a Category 1 hurricane right now, at 75 miles an hour, and it's supposed to be 110, 120 when it gets here. So the joys of living in paradise. But I'm used to it, man. I'm so used to like hurricanes and bullshit. So it's all good. Like I fear it because I live up here and I know what it's like. I know how it is, and hurricanes ain't no joke. It will scare the shit out of you. Yeah, I'm next in the water. Yeah. Yeah, it did a lot of damage to Puerto Rico. A lot of people are without power, and it destroyed a lot of places. You know, it's so crazy because like, yeah, like it can change from one day to the next, like it has been. Every day of this week, it's changed path, it's changed direction. It's always said it's coming towards us. That's one thing that's been, you know, right. Well, not right yet, because it can change. Anything can happen, man. You can't predict that shit. I remember in 1987, 86, or whatever it was, I was like 10 years old, and there's a hurricane called Emily, and it was like they said it wasn't gonna affect us. It was like moving the opposite direction. We should be fine. Blah blah blah. Well, the next day we woke up and it says by the end of the day it changed its track. It's coming towards us more now. We said it was going west. It's actually turning towards us. Everybody can't go to work. You can't go to school. Stay the fuck home and hunker down. We're gonna get hit by this thing. And then that was like probably the worst hurricane I witnessed, and it was fucking crazy, absolutely crazy. And I remember everybody went outside during the eye, and they thought it was over. And then this guy comes down the road shouting, "Everybody go back inside. This is just the eye." And we're like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about? Hurricanes have eyes?" I was only 10 years old. I didn't know shit, right? I was like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Fucking hurricanes got an eye. So the next thing you know, the worst wind came after that. We thought the beginning was worse. The end was worse. And we were 3 weeks without power. 3 weeks with no electricity. And then back in 2000 and I think 2001, 2001, something like that. 2001, 2002, something. Yeah, I think 2001, something like that. There's another hurricane called Hurricane Fabian. And it destroyed everything. It was like, it fucked up the bridge going towards the airport. That you couldn't even go to the airport for like about 2 weeks. They fucked the whole bridge up. The waves destroyed everything. 3 people died on the bridge. And we didn't have electricity for 3 weeks again. But I haven't witnessed anything remotely that devastating since 2001. 2014, we had a bad one. Like 10 years ago, it was pretty bad. I have the footage. I have like pictures where I couldn't even go on the road because the trees were crisscrossed like this, and you couldn't go underneath it or around it. You can't drive your car. I had to turn around. All you heard for weeks was chainsaw, all that shit, generators all fucking day. My neighbor was starting his generator up today to see if it works and put gas in it, let it run for a couple minutes. And I was like, great. I really don't want to listen to that fucking shit, man. But because Bermuda is so small, like the hurricanes like don't really hit us directly. Like it's always to the side, to the north, to the west, like or it'll like barely miss us, or it'll just give us like little bit here and there. Like, but some people say it's gonna be a direct hit, and some people say it's to the left, and then there's other idiots say it's to the right. They don't even know because right now it's too far. It's still far away. It's still 700 miles away, and it can turn anywhere at once. But this has happened before. This has happened many times. I've been telling people this all my life that I've witnessed hurricanes just like this where the news hypes it all up. Oh yeah, Bermuda's gonna get hit. Everybody please be careful, blah blah blah. And then like the day before it comes, it starts to shift. and it goes away from us, and then everybody's like, "Look at this shit, all this fucking noise," and then we didn't even get hit. So it's happened plenty of times. I was telling my sister that earlier. I said, "Remember that guy that came on Facebook and was like, 'What the fuck is this bullshit?'" And we was like, "Yep, you hyped everybody up for nothing. Like it didn't even happen." So like it's very rare that we get slapped up like a severe, like right on top of us. It's very rare that it happens. But hey, anything can happen. But I'm ready. I already have everything packed away. And tomorrow morning when I get up, I'm gonna start putting on the hurricane shutters. Like we have like these vinyl hurricane protection things. So I'm gonna start putting that. My nephews are here, so it's gonna be easy for me to put everything up because they're gonna help me. There's no school, see. So so I told them tomorrow morning I'm gonna drag their asses out of bed and we're gonna put up all this hurricane shit tomorrow. I don't care if it comes or not. We're gonna have everything done. It'll take about like 2 hours to put everything up. Probably not even that, but it'll probably take at least 2 hours to get it done. And plus, I have them, so it's easy. Then we're just gonna pack stuff away, make sure we have everything. I already got like my sister got like well, we have a big ass generator, so we're lucky. You know, we've had when we first came to this house, we had back to back hurricanes and we didn't have power for like 2.5 weeks. And then my brother-in-law at the time, he invested in a big ass generator that ran the whole house. You could have your AC, you could wash clothes, you could do everything. It's a big ass generator, and it runs off of propane, and it lasts 4 days on 100 gallons. So we just got it filled up yesterday. So I'm prepared. I'm ready to go. And see this time it's like hurricanes are never like these like hurricanes are never good, right? But the good thing about it is we have a games room next door and we're gonna hang out in there during the hurricane, and it's only got one window in there, so we don't hear like a whole pile of shit. We won't hear like a lot of wind and racket and shit like that. So I told them that Friday night is when all the like wind starts to get bad, and Saturday morning it arrives. So I told them if that's the case, I'm gonna spend the night over there. I'm gonna lock my apartment up because I hate being here during a hurricane. It's like really bad here. So my apartment is like in front, so it takes all the licks, like all the beat down. So I told them, look, that shit ain't happening. I have a mattress up in the attic. I'm gonna bring my pillow and I'm gonna sleep in the attic, and I ain't gotta worry about no listening to no bullshit wind. It's all solid, it's all solid up there and no windows. Well, it has one window up there, so we ain't gotta worry about listening to a whole pile of shit. So I told them I'm gonna hang out up there in the games room, go to sleep if I can, and that's it. Take my doggy with me. She'll be over there hanging out with us, and that's it. Fuck it. I ain't playing around. I have everything. I'm super prepared for it, so we're good. Even if it's the worst case scenario where it actually hits us and it's bad, we have a generator, and something happens to the generator, then it's life. But hopefully it doesn't. It's been working for a whole year and a half straight perfectly. So, and we didn't lose electricity last year when we had a hurricane. So last year we had a hurricane, 90 miles an hour. It was like just like this one. It came and then it started to go away from us, and we didn't get the full force. But it still fucked everything up, though. The only thing I don't like is it destroys all the trees. Like all the trees right now are so green, they're full of leaves. Everything looks so beautiful, like around the house. But when the hurricane comes, it's gonna make all of them gonna be naked. There's gonna be no fucking leaves left on those trees. I guarantee you that. That's the shitty part. And the shitty part is cleaning everything up. And the pool is going to be full of leaves and debris. I'm going to scoop all that shit out. It's going to be a pain in the ass, man. But I started yesterday, and I did some more work today. I packed everything up, did all what I can. I got my duct tape. I got all the hurricane stuff ready to go for tomorrow morning. And that's it. I got my helpers. Got my ladder ready for tomorrow. It's right outside. And that's it. I'm just going to have to deal with it. That's all. And stay the fuck inside. So we'll be all right. We're going to be all right. Thanks, Berg. I appreciate that. But I still have a gut feeling that it's not going to be like what they say it is. I just don't see it happening. I don't see how this hurricane is going to like do a S like this. How the fuck you know that hurricane is going to do that shit? Like, you don't know that thing's going to do that. How the fuck you think that thing's going to do that shit? You know what it's going to do? I'll tell you my prediction. It's going to keep going up, and it's just going to go away like that. There's no way in how it's going to go like this and then like that. That's what it shows. It shows, right now it shows it going up. And then it says tomorrow it's going to go left, and then it's going to go right towards Bermuda. I ain't never seen that shit happen in my life, so I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So it's bullshit. Because there's nothing in front of it to make it move like that. So I don't know where they're getting that. Like that hurricane ain't gonna do that shit. When that hurricane came towards Puerto Rico, it went in a straight line. There weren't no fucking zigzags. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They said it was gonna eventually go up, and it did. And in the beginning, it said that Puerto Rico weren't gonna get hit. And then look, Puerto Rico got hit. So you're all wrong. You are all wrong. They think we're dumb. Like a lot of these like weather channels, they want you to tune into their channel. So they're gonna say the stupidest shit to make you like want to go and look to see if it's gonna work that way. But I've seen this story so many times. That's why I'm not really worried until like the day of. It's been a few times in Puerto Rico it's got hit, but the last hit they had was a couple years ago where they got a direct hit. They got destroyed for like months. They're just recovered, and now they got hit again. So I think it was like maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago they got severely hit. I think it was 3 years ago, if I'm correct. I think it was 3 years ago. They got beat down a lot. And this one did the same thing. They was like, oh yeah, if you look right here, the wind shear is going to make it go up before it reaches Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico, you're good, blah, blah, blah. And then 2 days later, well, the hurricane's having a hard time trying to form, and it's just sitting here. And now these outer bands are gonna hit. Like, it's just like a shit show. I'm like, these fucking people don't know what to say. Don't you know already that God already, like, you can't predict that shit? That you can try to, but you're gonna be wrong. Why do you think so many people try to predict weather? Weather has a mind of its own. You keep thinking that. So anyway, I don't care. Like, it don't bother me like that. At the end of the day, if it comes directly, we're going to be all right. If it doesn't come, we're going to be all right anyway. I got faith that everything's going to be okay. And we live in a solid house. We've been through a lot of hurricanes. And we'll be all right. Last year, I was definitely frustrated. Oh, cool. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it probably was. Yeah. I believe it was like 3 years ago or something like that. It's supposed to hit us Saturday morning. So it's still like a ways away. It says 11 o'clock Saturday morning. So this weekend we're gonna have a shit show. But either way, we're gonna get affected by it. Right now, it's been raining for the past 2 days nonstop. I was outside cutting my grass and weed whacking my grass and cutting my grass in and out of rain all day. I cut one side, then it started raining. Then I cut another side, then it started raining. And I hate cutting the grass when it's wet because then it dirties up everything. But I had to do it because if I don't do it, like this whole hurricane shit is worse for me because then when all the leaves are in the higher grass, it's worse. So when it's like hardly any grass, it's easier to rake. So I'm kind of smart like that. So I got everything I need. I just need to get a few more things from the grocery store, but the grocery store was so packed today I didn't go. And my sister said it was like people in line like a bunch of fucking idiots. And everybody's buying batteries and shit and flashlights and all that bullshit. People overdo it too much. Like if you ain't got a generator in 2024 in Bermuda, there's something fucking wrong with you. There's something really stupid with you. That's how I personally feel, and that's my opinion. So anybody in Bermuda, they can take it the way they want. But if you don't have a portable generator, at least in this day and age, you're an idiot because Bermuda, you need it. You're gonna need that generator. I bought a generator 20 years ago, and I still have it at my parents' house, and it still works. And it sits in that garage, and I've used it maybe 5 times in the last 20 years. That's it. And tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna start it to make sure it's okay. And that's it. I'm gonna start it up, make sure I got enough gas, make sure my mom and dad's okay just in case they lose power. And that's it. There's nothing else I really can do. And my propane for my gas for my generator is full. So I'm good to go for like 4 days without no power. So I'm good. So I'll be all right. I've been through it a million times. Not a million times, but you know what I mean. I've been through it enough. It's just frustrating because it came at the worst time possible. It's hot as shit, and I feel bad for like elderly people, like my parents, who don't know how. Like my dad's, when the power goes out, the next day he gets up, like he's not gonna go out there and start the generator up and plug it in. He can't do it because he can't even like he can barely walk. He can't lift nothing. He can't drag that generator out and all that shit. He won't be able to do it. So like when the storm's over on Saturday night, Sunday morning I'm gonna have to go there and make sure like they're okay. And I'm gonna tell my dad charge his cell phone. Like I gotta remind everybody to do shit. Like, but the good thing is I have a one of those. We have those battery banks or battery power bar, whatever the fuck they are. Like it charges your phone. You charge it up and then it charges your phone like a power bank or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna give that to my dad and say, look, you always have battery power. You can just plug your phone into this, so you'll always have the phone. So I'm gonna have to like show him how to do it. But I'm gonna tell him charge his phone up before the hurricane comes. And I'm gonna go down there and take a cooler with some ice and make sure my mom like always has some cold. I'm gonna actually take the ice out of her. I have to do that tomorrow. I have to remind myself to do that. Actually, I'm gonna do it on Friday morning. I'm gonna tell my mom I'm gonna take that take all the ice out and put it in a cooler. I'm gonna tell my mom if the electricity goes out, just put everything inside the cooler with the ice. Oh girl. Actually, you know what? I have like a portable like ice cooler thing that my sister has. I'm gonna tell my sister I'm gonna give that to my mom. So that way she could put like milk in there, cheese or meats or whatever, just so it don't go bad. Just in case. That's what I need to do too. I have to remind myself to do that. Gotta remind myself to take that down there with a bag of ice. See, I just feel bad for my parents because like I know they won't be able to do much. So I have to go down there. When I go there on Friday, I'm gonna go there on Friday morning and I'm gonna make sure they have everything. I'll call them tomorrow and ask them if they need anything or whatever. But my brother lives like 2 minutes away, so he can check up on them. I'm gonna call them and tell them, make sure they check up on mom and dad afterwards, or else I'll slap the shit out of them. Yeah, but it's rough. It's hard because my dad used to do everything, but now he ain't got, he can't do too much. So, but there's nothing to pack up down there. It's pretty cool. Everything's fine. But I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna call down there tomorrow. Because what I do is I zip tie the blinds together so that way they don't open up during a storm. So I tell my mom like what she can do. You know what I tell people what to do? Like if you get a clothes peg like this, right? And you take it apart, right? And you have it in two pieces. You see how like it looks like a wedge right here? What you do is you wedge this in between your blind and the actual frame and it makes it tight so it won't open up. Like it has a hook. You put it right next to the hook so it tight. It holds the tension and the play, and that way the blind won't open. And the only other thing you can do is like tie it with a piece of string so the blinds don't open up, the shutters don't open up like that. You tie them together. So I came up with a lot of like different tricks to like make sure the blinds don't open during the storm. But you can like put like you can use this if you don't have wedges. You can use this like a clothes peg. Just take it apart and wedge it in there. Actually, I have one here. See what it looks like. You put it in between the window and the blind and the shutter, and it takes up the play between the window and the blind, and then it won't open up. The hook won't open. And then if you don't have these, you just tie it with a piece of string, fishing line, a zip tie, piece of metal, piece of wire or something. You can use like anything to like tie them together. Yeah. One time I duct taped the windows to get the duct tape the things together because I didn't have nothing else. That's when we first moved in here. I was like, what am I gonna do? Because up here we're way up high, so the wind is worse. That's why I don't like being here during hurricanes. I hate it. And there's a lot of people off the island right now. My neighbor, she came over here today and said that her dad and her mom's not here and she's all by herself. And she said that my other neighbor's gonna help her like board up the house. And I said, well, if you guys need help, I'll help you. And she's like, okay, thanks. All you gotta do is give me some coochie and you guys will be cool. No, I'm just teasing. But yeah, she's over there all by herself. I said, and then she's like, yeah, my dad's all fucking paranoid. He wants to come home from his vacation and make sure the house is okay. And I'm like, no, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, she's cool. She's a tough chick. She's all right. My other neighbor, like, he's like the neighborhood hero. Like he does pure shit. He helps her dad board up the house anyway. And she's like a big chick. She's like a Sasquatch. So yeah. She's like a powerful chick. She's very strong. So she's bigger than a lot of guys. She's bigger than me. Muscular. She's like, you know. She can grab a piece of plywood and put it up against the wall while the guy screws it in. Should be cool. I told her if the power goes out and she needs to like charge her shit up, she can come over my yard. She can come over here because I got the generator. I'll hook her up. I'll make sure she's cool. But hopefully we'll be all right though. Ever since like they fixed the electrical room at the bottom of the hill and put all our electricity underground, we haven't lost power in almost 2 years, and we've had pure storms in the last 2 years. So I'm really happy about that. I'm like, whew, we're good. I remember last year it was fucking ringing down. It was like 90-mile-an-hour winds, and I was like, "Yep, power's gonna go out any minute now." And I remember being live. I gotta go find that live. I remember being live, and like the lights were flickering. And I was like, "Yeah, guys, if my electricity goes, I'm going. So if it gets stuck, I'm out of here, right?" I remember telling everybody and the lights were flickering and shit, but it never went out. And I was like, fuck, this is a miracle. So I might be live on here on during the storm, like on Friday night. I'll probably be on here talking shit. But if my nephews want to play ping pong and pool in the games room during the storm, then we'll do it. We'll probably hang up. It's Friday night into Saturday early morning is going to be the worst. But what I hope, hey Jocelyn, how you doing? I really hope it comes during the morning, because if it comes during the morning, by night it'll be gone. Because I hate when it comes at night because it's so like scary. It's more scarier, and I'm not one to be scared. Like I'm not a wuss. But one thing about hurricanes are my weakness. Hurricanes make me scared. I'm not scared of much, but I'm scared of hurricanes. That's for sure. Fuck that shit. I don't like that. But yeah, I'm glad they said 11 o'clock in the morning. It's supposed to arrive here on Saturday, or at least we're gonna get the worst on Saturday morning. So I was like, whew. I was like, good. Yeah, I should be here on Friday night, but all depends, because sometimes I'll have power, but no internet, no cable, no nothing. Yeah, my mom is really worried, and my dad's worried. They're very worried. I was just telling Virgo that my parents are worried because they can't really do much, Like they've packed up everything. We don't really have too much stuff outside anymore, but I'm just worried about them. Like when they don't have electricity, it sucks. So, and I have a generator there. I bought a generator years ago and I kept it there. So when the storm hits on Saturday, Sunday morning, if I can drive on the roads, I'll go and put the generator on. But I doubt it. I doubt I'll be able to drive all the way there and be okay. But I might get my brother to do it and tell him, look, go down there and turn the generator on and plug in the fridge or something like that. I don't know. But usually they're all right. I'm gonna go down there tomorrow and make sure they have like a cooler with ice, and make sure they have like everything they need. I gotta duct tape like the uh the vent by the where the kitchen is. They have like a vent, and if I don't block it up, it's gonna like make noise and shit. So And then we have a storm shutter that's in the by the kitchen. So he's gonna have to like wind that down. Hopefully he does it properly because last time he fucked it up. He's such a pain in the ass, man. So, and then I'm gonna have to give him some wedges and some of these clothes pegs so they can put in the back door too, so they can all through the window, all through the blinds and shit. So they should be all right. They know the deal, you know. I always tell my mom what to do now, and sometimes I'll go down there and I'll tie the blinds together, make sure they have everything they need. There's no one else because the worst part of this is my oldest sister and her husband go away tomorrow. Yeah, there you go. We got another old pain in the ass here, Dan. How you doing, Dan? So yeah, my oldest sister goes away with her husband tomorrow, and her boys are gonna be here by themselves. But they're old enough, and their house has shutters and blinds and shit like that, and hurricane stuff, so they'll be okay. But it's nerve wracking, like to leave your country and go to another one, knowing that your country is gonna get beat up by a hurricane possibly. And then my sister next door, she leaves on Friday. She might be able to leave on Friday morning. Apparently, they said that the flight's still on because it's in the morning. But we'll see. She's supposed to go away for the weekend. And if she goes away, then it's gonna be me and the boys by ourselves here during this bullshit. So she asked me today if I was okay with it. I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's cool. You can go ahead, go away. I wish I was gone so I don't have to deal with it. But God forbid I left during a hurricane, the world will come to an end. Mark left during a hurricane, but we need him. Too fucking bad. I'm going. I wish I can get on a plane tomorrow and leave and say fuck everybody. I wish I really could. But I can't do that to everybody. I'm definitely needed during a hurricane, that's for sure. I need Marky. But hopefully it doesn't come here and destroy anything and aggravate me. I really hope that it misses us and doesn't affect us that much. And this week we've gotten too much rain. So it's like we're about to get even more. So it's not good to get too much of anything. So I'm just hoping and praying and wishing that it doesn't get that bad. And another thing, this is too damn early for hurricanes for us. We usually get hurricanes like September and October. We never get like hurricanes in August. It's like very rare. And now this fucking thing's around here. Hey Hermana, how you doing? Yeah, the buildup is definitely worse right now, Justin, because we don't even know if it's coming here or not. Like we're still waiting. Like we're still like wondering what path is this thing gonna take? Because every day the models are different. Some are the same, but some are different. Then it's confusing, and then they say it's gonna be a big ass storm, and then it ends up being some bullshit. So it's like, I don't know what to believe anymore, to be honest. But I understand it's all to make you panic and all to make you go buy shit. But I'm just here, like I'm just preparing just in case. So 50% of my preparation is done. The other 50 will be tomorrow. When I wake up on Friday, I'll feel good about everything because I'll be done. I just have to ride it out. That's all. I just worry about, a lot of people in Bermuda, like a lot of elderly people, and I would not want to be in that predicament. And there's a lot of people who don't have generators and still live in the ghetto and shit. And, they're never going to know what a generator is in their lifetime or buy one because they're too cheap. So it's a pain in the ass. All right, Hermana, no problem. Yeah, the relief when it's over is when I don't see any more wind and I don't feel wind and I see the sun come up and I have to clean all this shit up. I'm like, thank God, like everybody's okay. And when I look around and nothing's wrong with the house, I'm even happier. When I see trees broken and shit, I know it'll grow back. So I ain't gotta really worry about that shit. But it's gonna be very annoying seeing all the trees beat up. So yeah, it's been raining all day off and on. And it's got more coming. I was telling everybody I was cutting the grass in the rain like an idiot, but I had to do it. I had to cut the grass because if I don't, it's gonna be worse for me. Like when the hurricane comes, all the leaves go all over the yard. So if the grass is big and the leaves are there, it's worse. It's gonna be a lot worse for me. Like so, if I cut the grass like I did today, all I gotta do is rake the leaves on Sunday morning or Monday, because the grass will be already cut and it'll be short. And with the amount of rain that we've gotten, that grass is gonna grow fast. It's dead now, but it's gonna grow. But some areas the grass was fine, but I had to cut it today. I didn't cut like with the lawnmower too much. The lawnmower I cut it, but it will rain. Then I'll stop. Then I'll take a break. When it stopped raining, I'll go back out there and do some more. So I pretty much got everything organized. And tomorrow morning, I'm gonna put up all the hurricane protection, like stuff, all over the windows. I gotta do like my four windows, and then my sister her two windows. She has a storm shutter on. We have a storm shutter on our on our sliding doors. She has French doors. I have sliding doors. But we have hurricane shutters to cover that. Like once you wind down or you press the button and it comes down. So yeah, so we're all right. I'm probably gonna shut down everything over here on Friday night, and then I'm gonna go sleep over my sister's house. I'm gonna go spend the night in the games room and in the attic, either one or the other. I have a mattress over there. I'm gonna take my blankie, and I'm gonna take my pillow, and I'm going. Cause I ain't sleeping over here. Hell no. I'm so glad my brother-in-law isn't here anymore. Now I can sleep over there. Yeah, party in the attic and in the games room. I ain't sleeping over here. Hell no. It's just too much over here. And my dog gets all scared because we hear all the wind. Hey, Yvette. So I'm like, yep, fuck that hurricane. I'm going next door. My sister was laughing. She goes, yeah, I won't be here, so you can come over here. You can do whatever. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm sleeping over here. Fuck this shit. I ain't putting up with all that wind and all that racket. Over here, it's just too much noise. That's why marking is good to go. Whatever happens, I'll be okay. I'll keep you guys posted if it does come here and all that. I always keep everybody posted. So the next 48 hours, I'll know for sure whether or not we're going to get hit by the hurricane or not. Right now, they said it's a good chance we will, but I don't trust them anyway. There's times where they say we're going to get hit and we don't, and I laugh at them. So hopefully I laugh at them again this time. Like I always say, you plan, God laughs. So they're planning that this thing is going to come towards us, but God's going to laugh at them again and say, no, no. Yvette, you can ask your question when you're ready. I got your donation. Thanks. So yeah, another day. And hopefully this is the only one that comes this way. I remember last year, it was so stressful and so annoying having 4 different hurricanes pass by here, and it was so fucking annoying. It was probably the most annoying year. Yeah, last year was probably the most annoying year I've had with like close by hurricanes. We actually got a hurricane yet last year, and then we had another one that came really close and gave us like 50-mile-an-hour winds. Then another one came, then another one came. It's like, what the fuck, man? I was so pissed. All right, Dan. Hope you're doing good, man. I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I need to get in my bed in another couple minutes. I had a long ass. I had a short sleep last night. I went to bed like about 1:30 when I got off of here, and 7 o'clock in the morning, these idiots delivered the propane, and they said Thursday, and they ended up delivering it yesterday, and they woke me up out of my sleep. I was going to sleep in because it was raining, and I knew they weren't coming till Thursday. So a lot of miscommunication. They didn't call. They didn't say anything. So I literally got 5 hours of sleep. So I feel like a zombie right now, but I'm going to go sleep in a few minutes. As soon as I answer Yvette's question, I'll probably go get my ass to bed. And I have a long day tomorrow because I got to put up all this hurricane shit. And my throat's acting up again, of course. I've been fine all this time. As soon as I come on here, man, my throat starts acting up. Huh. But hey, I'm alive. I'm okay. I'm well. I'm good. It could be worse. My car's gonna get fixed on Friday, so I'm happy. It's so fucking annoying. These people always sending me like some bullshit employment survey shit. I ain't doing that trash. You bet. Hi. What's your question? Hello. All right, I'm gonna ask my cards. Is the hurricane is it gonna hit us directly? Let's check. No. It keeps telling me no. I've asked 3 times now. Keep saying no. See, that's good. Yay, good. Thanks, Justin. I have a strong feeling that we're not going to get hit severely by this storm. I mean, we might get some wind and rain, but I don't think it's going to be like 100 miles an hour, like how they're saying and all that bullshit. I just don't see. I just don't like sense it. I don't feel it. I don't like. I don't know. I just don't. I just don't have that feeling inside that says it's coming. And then my card said no 3 times already, and I shouldn't even ask that many times, you know. But I did. All right, let's check, Yvette. I'm getting a yes right now. I'm getting that he will show up. But they might be kind of like jealous of you, if that makes sense. Like I feel like they're gonna show up at the show, but they might be like kind of jealous of you, or like they might look at you during the show and be like, "Wow, okay, wasn't expecting this," or I might feel some type of way about you. Or this could be them being if this person is a I'll explain it. Like if this person's a man, they could be jealous of the attention that you get. If this person is a woman, they could be also jealous of the attention you get or how you look. Or this also could be this person bringing a woman that becomes jealous. Yeah. So he might bring a woman with him, and the woman might be jealous that he's there, like cheering you on or looking at you or talking about you or something like that. Let me check. Yeah. Looks like he might like bring a woman with him, or he might know a woman there. You see what I'm saying? Oh, well, then that makes even more sense. You basically want to know, is this guy gonna come to the show and speak to you? Why you just didn't ask me that? Why you just gotta be a difficult? Huh? Things I do for you, woman, I tell you. I'm getting that it's a possibility. Yeah. What I'm getting is right now, it's a possibility that these things can happen. Yes. It's more of a yes than a no. I tell you that right now. I'm getting more, I'm getting like a 75% chance that this can happen. That you're gonna see him and you're gonna speak to him. But there's some type of like, I don't know, weird type of vibe here or something like that. But it's like, but it's telling me that you guys will be able, you'll have a chance to speak. But this is either like people there are going to interfere, with things. So you might not be able to like speak for too long. So if you actually speak to him or you guys speak for like 1 minute, somebody's going to be like, hey, BJ, look, come over here. We got to do this. We got to do that. Or hey, Yvette, look, you're ready. We're ready for you. So it's going to be very brief. It's not like a full fledged, like 20-minute conversation. You'll see each other, you might speak to each other, but it's gonna be brief. It's not gonna be like a full blown like meeting or conversation. So there is a 75% potential that that can happen because I got more good cards than bad. I only got one bad card in each spread I did, and that's like a I don't know, like I picked up like a vibe where like someone's gonna interfere in the whole thing, or he's gonna be with somebody, so it's gonna take him off his. He's gonna deal with other people. So it looks good though. It looks like you'll, if you want to speak to him and you want him to show up, he'll be there. Looks like he will be. I mean, anything can happen. It's still 10 days from now, but for right now, I would say yes. Yes, he'll show up, and yes, he'll speak to you, and you'll see him to speak to him. But it will be very brief. It's not going to be nothing serious. That's a right now. So either way, it does look good. Let me know. See what happens. Still 10 days away. So we'll be there. That's like the end of retrograde that week. I think the retrograde ends on the 25th. So that's a good thing too. Fuck the retrograde. Sick and tired of this retrograde already. It's been nothing but a fucking nuisance. All right. All right. It's midnight here, and I barely got any sleep last night. So I'm gonna go get some sleep tonight. I'm gonna go get my ass to bed. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. We have a hurricane possibly coming here on Saturday morning. So tomorrow I got to do all the last minute preparations and get everything ready. Because Friday I probably won't be able to because it'll be already getting crazy. And plus, I have a busy day Friday too. I had to take my parents to a funeral at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I mean. I got to take my sister to the airport. I got to take my car in the first thing in the morning to get fixed. Friday is going to be a day. Definitely going to be one of those days. But pray for me, okay? Cool, thanks. If you pray for me, God will bless you. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be here at some point in time. I should be. Thank you, Justin. Thanks for coming by and thanks for the prayers. I appreciate it. And thanks for checking as well. So, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be very busy. Monday I'm going to be very busy. But Friday, when Friday night comes, I'll be happy because I'll be done all the bullshit. So, and then I just have to ride out the storm if it comes this way. So we'll see. But I trust God in spirit that it's not. And I hope that the Weather Channel looks stupid. But the Weather Channel is covering their back though. That's why they have Bermuda like this and the Coons like this. They're like, oh, it can go to the east, it can go to the west. You ain't sure. The only person that knows is God. And God's gonna be, nah, Bermuda Triangle is gonna divert you. All right, let me stop talking shit and go sleep. All right, bye.